This is the iOgrapher podcast with your host, Dave Basulto. iOgrapher Nation, get ready to click, point, and create.
Hey everybody, Dave Basulto, iOgrapher podcast. This is episode 2, September 29th, 2014. I want to first of all thank you all for the wonderful emails I got regarding the first podcast episode. It's very humbling to hear kind words all the time, and just so excited that there's so many of you out there that are really into this new frontier that we've dove headfirst into. And I'm just super, super excited about it all. So we will continue. If you have any thoughts or requests for future podcasts or ideas, things you want to know about, I would love to hear from you. You can email me, dave@iographer.com, and we'll try and integrate your questions and thoughts, etc. So it's great. So today's podcast is all about the audio. I really want to get so many questions about which type of microphone should I use, which for this event or that event. So I really wanted to cover that in depth today. So we're going to get into all of that. But first, I want to talk about a few updates of what's going on. First of all, let me just say, yes, we are deep into the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus cases. I got both versions, of course, because we have to test them out with our new cases, but I am head over heels in love with the 6 Plus. It is the perfect size for me. I'm a big guy, and I just really like the ability to see things better as I'm getting older. I like the big screen, and it is super light. I mean, some people are like, oh, the Plus is going to be really heavy. It is incredibly light, so... In fact, so light that I'm a little afraid I might drop it. So I can't wait until a company like Mophie makes the battery case for it, because those are my go-to. When I'm not in the iOgrapher, I'm in the Mophie case. I love those cases. So we're making both of them. They're in development. Hopefully, well, not hopefully, but in the next few weeks, I will do a video showing you my first prototypes. And I'm excited about that. So I think October 7th, I should have them, something like that. So stay tuned on that. But we are definitely deep into the process of getting these things out. I'm going to optimistically, say right after New Year's 2015 is when we plan on getting them. It's just a lot to do, and we want to do it right. So that's the idea. We'll start doing pre-sales for those as well. The other item I want to talk about is Switcher Studio. Last week I talked about multicam. Switcher Studio is now going to launch on today. So super cool. Go to switcherstudio.com and you can find more information about it. They have a free and a paid version, and Switcher Pro, the paid version, is awesome. We use it for our football games, etc. to do. So super cool stuff. So check it out at switcherstudio.com. Give them some love. Okay, so all about the audio today. So let's talk about audio options. So we all know the iPad has the ability to capture just normal audio. It's got a front and a rear microphone. And sometimes that might just be enough for you and you don't need anything else, especially if you're shooting sports and you just really are just capturing the spirit of the moment, and or even if you're just coaching or whatever, and you just want to capture the person doing stuff like that, doing their plays or whatever. Not really in the need of a microphone. I mean, you can kind of get away with what you have there. So, but there are those coaches that want to be talking into the microphone as they are recording and coaching, so they can capture all that for later. So we'll talk about some different options for all of these, and let's see. Let's start off with the headphone jack. So there's two jacks on the iPad. One is the headphone jack, and the other is the power area, which could be Lightning, of course, which is the new thin adapter for iPads, and then the older iPads have the 30-pin adapter. Okay, both pretty much do the same thing. They provide power to the iPad, but they also allow you to go stereo into the iPad. So stereo, 2 channels of audio coming into the iPad. It's really a great way to get stuff like that. So let's talk about the headphone jack first. There's different options. Actually, let's talk about the different types of microphones. We've got shotgun microphones, which are they look like little guns, and they are directional microphones. And we here at iOgrapher are big fans of a couple of brands. The Rode microphones, all their products have been top-notch, and we're just really selling a lot of them. The cream of the crop of them is the Rode Video Mic Pro. Okay. Lots of DSLR filmmakers use that. I see it all the time on top of DSLRs. It's a great microphone to use. It's got gain controls, stuff like that on it. And it's our top number one seller, and so we love that one. Rode also makes a Video Mic Go, which is their lower entry. Still a solid microphone. It's, I think, $99. And just plugs right into the iPad. You have to. There's a cable that you'll need to get, and let's talk about that for a second. To get audio into the iPad, so the iPad is using, or the iPhone uses what's called a TRRS connection. So remember that, TRRS. And when you see a plug, if you've got three little rings around the plug in the metal part that plugs in, that is showing you it's a TRRS connection. If it has two little rings, it's a TRS connection. So TRS is great going into DSLRs or other types of cameras. The iPad, the iOS equipment needs a TRRS. So we've got to connect, kind of have a breaker for that. And the audio mic cable that we sell for iPads and iPhones does that. Plus, it has the ability to plug in your headphones. And if you're using an app like Filmic Pro, you can capture the audio and monitor the audio as well while you're filming live. So it's actually the only app I know that lets you do that. So the audio mic cable is definitely a cable you're going to have if you're using a Rode Video Mic Pro, if you're using the Sennheiser MKE 400 shotgun mic. Those are the two shotgun mics that we really sell a lot of. So those are the two that you're going to want to do. They're both relatively in the $200 and $230 range. So those both require that cable if you want to use those mics. Okay. Now, if the Video Mic Go, the $99 one, great, solid thing, but it draws it. So the two Sennheiser and the Rode. Sorry, I'm all over the place. The Rode and the Sennheiser both use battery powered. So the Rode is a 9-volt battery, and the Sennheiser is, I believe, triple A's, I think. So those need batteries, okay? The Video Mic Go does not need a battery, but it needs a special cable. It's called a patch cable, once again going from TRS to TRRS. It's a specific cable made for that microphone by Rode. We, of course, carry them, but you need that to get the audio from that. But I think the cable's like $15. So for $115 all in, you've got a really solid microphone. You don't need batteries or anything. So very good entry-level type of microphone for that. So those are the two shotgun that we recommend here. And I've tried a lot of them. So those two are the ones that I really, really like. Let's talk about handheld microphones. Okay, so if you want to go and you're doing mobile journalism, interviewing people, so you've got some different options now. The easiest one to use and to get going with right away is the iRig Mic HD. And I think if you've seen our YouTube channel, there's a video review I did of it that allow you to see how it works on the field. I literally was filming off of my iPad and then automatically plugged it in, and you could tell the difference right away. It's a great microphone, very simple to use, very well built, and I highly recommend that to use. Now, some programs out there, you might have some old XLR microphones. XLR is that round pin. It's got 3 pins that go in. Very standard in the audio world. So if you have old XLR microphones laying around, or if you're interested in using some type of XLR cabling, you can do that with the iPad. What you need is something called the iRig Pre, and it's a preamp that lets you use, that plugs into the headphone jack, and then it's got a little box with a gain control on it and a headphone jack, and then that will plug into the XLR cabling. So if you want to plug in your cables to that, you already have XLR cables and XLR mics because maybe you're using them with your old camera setups, then for $39 you can get this little mixer box and plug in directly to that. So the iRig Pre is needed. So yes, you can use XLR dynamic microphones with your iPad. So it's great to use. And a lot of colleges have these from their program over the years, and they may not want to go out and buy new microphones. They just want to use what they have. So for $39, you can keep it going. So that's pretty cool. So that's called the iRig Pre. That should plug in. Now there's also one called the iRig, I think it's Pro, iRig Pre Pro. I'll have to look it up, but we weren't selling that because it's more expensive, and it plugs in directly to the power jack, and it's I don't like it because I can't plug in my headphones to it and monitor the audio. So, but if you go to ikmultimedia.com, you can see different iterations of the iRig Pre. I absolutely prefer this low entry one. It works fantastic, $39, and it's a great piece of equipment. So handheld shotgun microphones, both are able to use on the iPad with the iOgrapher. The other cool thing about the shotgun mics is, of course, we have the shoes on top so that you can slide your microphone in to carry it around and film. And I will tell you this, people love seeing that. Like, what is that? So it's pretty cool. Let's talk about lavalier microphones. So lavalier microphones are the little pin mics that you see that people have on their clothes to get really up close and personal. Rode makes a couple called the Smart Lav. The Smart Lav Plus is what it's called, and we sell that, and it's a great mic. The cool thing about that is it gets really sweet audio, and also there's another part called the SC6, okay? And if you're following along with the podcast on the website, you can kind of go into the mic section, and you'll see all the stuff I'm talking about. The SC6 is a little breakout box, so now I can have plug in 2 of these Smart Lav Plus lavalier mics. So maybe I'm interviewing somebody for a documentary, and I want to have them have one lavalier mic on, and then I have the other one, so I can talk. When I was at the NAB show in Las Vegas, we were doing we were filming some segments for my friend Randy Altman at postperspective.com, and she was interviewing different people in the industry, and we had them plugged into the Smart Labs. So each one of them had Smart Labs. And then I was able to plug in the third plug is for headphones. So I was able to monitor their audio and get great audio in a really noisy situation. So if you're looking for a nice lavalier setup, that is a great way to go. The SC6, Rode SC6, and the Smart Lav lavalier mic. The only drawback from the lavalier mic, from the Smart Lav Plus, is that the cable is maybe 32 inches long, so it's not that long. But if you're on the street reporting or doing stuff where you're getting nice close-ups with people talking, it's a great lavalier mic. MXL makes a nice lavalier mic that we sell as well. The cool thing about that is they have a great cable that is part of, it's called the MXL MM160 lavalier mic. It's got the cable's got a splitter, so you can actually plug in your headphone jack and monitor the audio coming from the lavalier. And it's actually a little bit longer of a lavalier cable, so that's something to look at. If you just need one lavalier mic that you want, that's a great way to do that as well. Then, of course, you got the granddaddy of them all. You can get the wireless kits from Sennheiser. We do not sell those right now. They are about $700, so too expensive to keep in stock, really. But if you go to bnhphoto.com, they usually have specials and whatnot. Sennheiser wireless kit. So that plugs in to the iRig Pre. Okay. So it goes from XLR on the wireless receiver to the iRig Pre, and then you have your wireless lavalier or your handheld wireless mic that you can go out and about. So Sennheiser makes the cream of the crop for that. So definitely check that out. Okay, so let's look at mixers. I hope I'm not blowing you all away, and if there's any questions about that, what I've been talking about on this audio stuff, absolutely contact me. Do some stuff on Twitter if you want. We're at twitter.com/iOgrapher. Just inundate me with questions. I am ready for it. Mixers. Like I said, the SC6 lets you have two smart lavs in, headphones in, so you can monitor all that. Something that I am absolutely maniacally in love with is the Tascam IXJ2. So this was made to it's a mixer that lets you bring in two lines of audio. It was made for the iPhone. So Tascam had the idea that you have your iPhone, you plug this into the 30-pin adapter. So they're made for the 30-pin adapter. And you plug that in, and you have this thing, you just turn it around, and then you take two lines of audio, and you've got this great mixer right in front of you to do, audio work, capturing stuff. So great idea, but I guess it didn't do as well as they thought, but it is awesome. I love it. We've been finding them around. I've been buying them up like crazy because they discontinued them, and I'm actually got about 20 or so in stock right now. So I'm going to get those up on the website, and I'm looking all over the globe for them, seriously, because it is a solid product. I use it when I stream our football games because I have two announcers that are up there. And what it does, what my workflow is, that I have to buy a 30 pin to Lightning adapter, and Apple has those, and there's some secondary marketplaces that are cheaper, but I haven't tried them out. I buy it from Apple. It's like $39 for this little cable. So I plug the Tascam into the 30-pin adapter. That goes into my Lightning jack of the iPad Air, the iPad Mini. And then for $12.95 on Amazon, there's the Plantronics 360 headsets that are used for like video games on PCs, whatever. And I plug those in, two of them in. I can change the audio levels on the Tascam. I get great audio, and it goes into my live streams or anything else I want to do, and it is the awesome workflow. So if we're sold out of them, check the internet, look around. I've called Tascam. I told them, you guys are missing the boat if you don't keep making these, because it is a really great piece of equipment. And that's $59 on our site, the Tascam IXJ2. Check that out. Now, if you want to go big, there is the Apogee Duet. When I do, let me just pull up the web page so I can, Apogee, APOGEE.com. When I do my news team and I want to do stuff with heavy duty microphones, whatever, I use the Apogee Duet because I can plug this into my Lightning jack. It also plugs into so it goes into the Lightning jack, then it goes into a hard electricity line because you have to have power to have it working. So when I have that plugged in, then I plug in two XLR cables, okay? small XLR cables, and I have 2 of the MXL microphones that we sell, the handheld dynamic ones. And it's such a powerful stereo interface. So now I've got the 2 microphones set up on stands. I can mess with the gain, the audio levels, etc. And then I'm getting just crystal clear audio coming into my 4-camera shoot that we're doing using Switcher Studio. So now, and it's just amazing, but it is pricey. It's $595, $595. But it's something that I think is, if you're doing higher end interviewing or talk shows, stuff like that, you may want to consider something like this for your setup. Now, let's keep this all in perspective. We're spending $595 for a great mixer, $300-400 for the iPad, a couple $100 for microphones. I mean, you're still under $1,100-1,200 for a complete setup that will last you for a long time. And, this used to be $5,000-10,000 in the old days with cameras and everything. So keep it in mind. It's pretty crazy that the prices are what they are. I'm kind of winded now, but that was great. Tried to explain all these different audio solutions. The iPad has 2 lines to go in: the iPhone jack, the headphone jack, and the Lightning jack. So those are 2 different lines that you can go in. There's a lot of uses for them. I've hammered out a couple that we've used and that we sell because we're behind them. We believe in what the products that we're using because we use them every day. XLR, iRig Pre work beautiful together. XLR, Apogee Duet works great together. So if you're an older program or studio or whatever, and you want to just keep using microphones you have already, look at those 2 products. If you're trying to do on-the-road reporting, you're a news team or something, we do stuff with like the BBC as well, and CNN and Telemundo. So I know there's a lot of mobile reporting going on out there. Check out the, where is it? The iRig Mic HD. It is a great microphone. I love it, and it's got some great options inside of it. And you just put your little microphone flag on there, and now all of a sudden you're a branded, microphone news service ready to go, and it's super, super cool stuff. So, anyhow, I hope this second episode answered some questions about audio, things you need. So if you buy a shotgun microphone, or you have shotgun microphones, you're plugging them into your iPad and it's not working, you need the cable that we sell. TRRS to TRS breaker, okay? Coming from the TRS of the microphone to TRRS of the iPad. You have to have that. Whether it's our cable or some other cable, that's fine, but you have to have a breaker to do that with shotgun microphones, okay? So keep that in mind. I hope this was good. I love podcasting. I'm so happy to be back. Lots of cool things. Check out the website on iOgrapher.com. We're going to keep updating stuff on the iPhone as we get closer and closer, and we're adding new great products every day, like the Tascam IXJ2. If you have any questions, please check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/iOgrapher, twitter.com/iOgrapher, and of course we're on Instagram as iOgrapher as well. I would love any photos you guys have of you guys using the iOgrapher out in the field. We will post them up on our Facebook page and our Flickr page and make you famous. All right. Well, thank you guys. This is another edition of the iOgrapher podcast. I'm Dave Basulto. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
This has been the iOgrapher Podcast. Visit us at www.iographer.com. Until next time, click, point, and be creative.